Welcome back to the Open Mic Podcast. New studio, new equipment, and a new sponsor. This week, we're sponsored by Princess Pickles. If your Princess Pickle doesn't tickle, you ain't royalty, bitch. Yeah. What's that coupon code, Jason?
Well, I know it's not suck my dick this time. What's
it's not.
Yeah.
They will never let us use that.
Nobody's ever going to make
if
a
they
coupon
let us
code
use
for
that, we'll do it for free.
How about Pickle Tickle?
Pickle the Princess Pickle Tickle at princesspickletickle.com. No, I'm kidding. We don't have any sponsors.
No. Nobody likes us.
No, I don't even like us. Fuck this. Turn it off. Let's get out of here. But no, back this week as always, me and Jason. What's up? It's your boy. And we have a repeat. If you guys remember back from episode 17, which you probably don't, but one of our highest downloaded episodes we brought back. Mr. Push It himself, Anthony and the Sex Moans. Anthony Walton, what's up, dude?
Oh, yeah. What's up? Howdy, fellas.
I can cut this out. Don't worry, Jason.
Do the editing magic.
Glad to have you back, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming. I'm glad that nobody else could make it and you could. So
yeah, me too. That's how I'm going to make a career. When everyone else falls, I'm going to...
You're real clutch when you need it, man. Yeah, we like it.
We originally had a Mexican scheduled to come for this, and I'm Mexican, so I can say it with a hard M if I want. But I figured the next best thing was somebody who looked Chinese to come do the podcast.
Yeah.
So
a Mexican.
What's up, Anthony Walton? No, I'm kidding. Is that racism? They do say it like that.
Just a little bit.
We'll move on.
Only if you rook a guy that might say that.
That's a racism. Right, that's a full-on criminal charge right there.
I had something in my teeth. That's why I was saying it like that.
And I have one Chinese friend who says it's okay.
So there you go.
So
that's all I need.
I know that guy. He's Korean, and you're racist. So what's going on in your life, Anthony? What's since the last time you're here? What's different? What do you want to talk about? What do you not want to talk about?
Yeah.
Well, your boy's recently single.
Congrats.
Oh, you just got sexier.
Your stock just went up.
The beard's returning soon, hopefully.
Well, you got that wrong. His cock just went up.
Oh, nice.
Baby, dicks.
Everybody likes dicks.
Back with my parents.
They like dicks, too.
But
I know one of them does.
Instead of moving back in with the house I kind of grew up in, the second years of my life, or second half, they live in an apartment now. It's one bedroom with like a one little,
like a study,
like a little
study, like where your dad's supposed to be doing his taxes. You're jerking off.
So trying to jerk off. My mom sometimes walks in last night, like, oh, no. And
she's like, Anthony, this is our living room.
Now you said she walks in. Is that like with a walk that she's stirring, or is it with her leg?
She's like, housekeeping.
People hate you.
Yeah, after 12, it turns into Genghis Grill. Dude, I actually want to come by if it is. They're all closed now. But so you're out of a relationship, fresh out of a relationship, right? What?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah,
if you want to, you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. I'll tell Jason afterwards.
Okay. I'll tell Jason afterwards. It just wasn't working out, and yep.
Gotta go.
Yeah,
for the people that gotta
go.
Sometimes you gotta race, right?
The thing is, like, a girl from Bumble said this to me recently, and she was like super aggressive, so it didn't work out because I'm the aggressive one. But no, besides that, she said something that sticks with me that I was like, huh, that makes sense. I'm so dumb. She goes, not everybody is meant for everybody. People on here get attached to you like really fast, and I do. I fall in love fast. I was already picking out kids' names. This was like our first message, but that makes sense to me.
You don't wonder why they don't call you back,
Yeah,
right?
no, I don't wonder at all. Yeah,
right,
I just wish they would. But
of course you do.
That makes sense, right? And not everybody is meant for everybody. Not everybody you date has to be a long relationship or turn into marriage because not everybody is right for everybody.
No, I agree.
I feel like most marriages, those people aren't even right for each other. Isn't the divorce rate like 50% or something like that?
Yeah, I think it's at a certain point you get to like a financial arrangement or like a comfortability stage where it's just like, well, we got a jet ski and a couple of cars and a house
and a mortgage.
We've got fucking down payment for trips in October, so we got to stick together.
I really want to go to Utah this time. We had to cancel because of her mom's liver last time. So,
and then it can go either way with Christmas. I mean, shit, you can break up because of Christmas, or you can fucking want to stay together through through the holidays. You never know.
Christmas can financially cripple a person like me. Like I have so many nieces and nephews, I don't buy them shit because it would break me. I couldn't even afford to. I buy Jason's kid stuff. He did it right. He has 2 kids, and I can afford two hoodies or Nike sweaters and a little bit of cash.
One
or some
boy
candy.
and one girl.
Yeah.
Like I'll give gifts to my like 2 close nephews that because I've sometimes basically raised them and watched them through the summer, so they're like my little homies. So I'm like, yeah, I got y'all.
The other nephews would be like, "Oh, where'd you get that shit from?" They'd be like, "Oh, Uncle Anthony got it." And I'd be like, "Oh, he's a fag." What the hell?
And not in a gay way, in the way it's okay to call someone that. He's a bundle of sticks.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, my brother has a son and 3 daughters. My sister has 3 daughters, and most of them have. Well, one of them has like 4 kids. My other brother has 1, 2, 3 daughters and 2 sons, and most of them have kids, and one has one on the way, so they're pretty much covered.
You know what I gather from
and
all
that's
that?
not even all of them. Like I have a white brother who's got 2 kids. Yeah,
I gather them Benavides like to fuck.
yeah, and a lot of those are mixed ones. Those are all like half white, half Mexican ones. My white brother has 2 sons. My Mexican brother, he's the one that's got, making an essay, he's got 3, 4, like 5 kids, and all of them have, like the youngest one is pregnant or just had a baby or is about to. I'm
That
a terrible family
solidifies what
member.
I said. They like to
Yeah,
fuck.
all of them like,
Fighting racism.
my nephew is only like a year younger than me, and he's got like 3 kids. And my niece, his older sister's only like 3 months younger than me, and she's got like 3 kids.
What about the 7-year-old that has like 2 jobs and fucking volunteers?
She doesn't even have time for kids, man. She's opened up a Genghis Grill in Anthony's apartment.
Nice.
Now hi.
Dude, your episode was, I had so much fun on your last one, even just editing and like trying to cut a promo. I cut so much out that wouldn't fit. That's Anthony on sex moans, dude. It was one of the highest downloaded ones until I think like Emily Griefer's episode came by and toppled yours by like 1 or 2. But like the highest one is me and Jason's original first one, which is funny to me because it was in a closet on a cell phone. Me and him just crammed it in my closet and did it on a cell phone. No film. We just breathing into each other's mouths as we're telling old stories. And that's been the highest
That's
one.
when we thought Corona was going to end in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, we're like, this won't matter. It's not going to matter.
Then
But,
it's like, it's going to end here after the election.
Yeah, probably. Who knows? I don't know. I don't talk politics.
Conspiracies.
What? You got some questions for us, Jason? I'm running out of steam here.
Sure.
To be honest,
All right.
I'm really high, and I forgot what else I was going to ask you.
Got a couple would you rathers for you guys.
All right.
How about would you rather be one of these things? The best in the world, the best dancer, the best fighter, or the best lover?
Best lover, because that means I'm getting some pussy.
Anything that points towards pussy with
Yeah.
you.
If it's not that, then weed. Whatever ends up with
If you
me
dance
with
really
weed.
good, that can get you some ass, but it might be men and women ass.
Yeah, exactly. But if you're the best lover, like,
What about best fighter?
then everybody wants to fucking fight you. Fuck that.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm already, from being big guys, like you're taller than me, people sometimes will just give us looks or want to start shit just because we're bigger guys. And it's like, bro, I'm a big pussy. Don't do this in public.
They'll be starting shit. Someone will be like, "This guy knows I'm not fucking with him," and you're like, "Thank God I was fucking tall."
Yeah. I've had people do that. I'm like, yeah, that's right.
Just stay puffed up.
Yeah. What's up? What's up, bro? You like my podcast or what, bro? What about you? What would you pick, Anthony?
Yeah, I'll be the best fighter because I'm already the best dancer
Ooh,
and
okay.
best lover.
Nice. Oh, finger guns.
Don't worry, it's we can actually cut him out of the video.
We're gonna
green
have to.
screen.
We're gonna have to put up a sign that says "No finger guns."
No finger guns, only finger bangs. Oh no.
That's what leads to it. You go, and then their panties fly
Yeah,
off.
we're moving
and-
on now, Anthony. Stop it.
Yeah,
No,
we're-
their panties fly off. They just they're just
Yeah,
gone.
The dicks just fly right in.
Yeah,
There we go.
they're just flying right in there.
They get the Red Bull and the wings. I'm trying. Here we go.
How about this?
Stop trying.
Would you rather go vegan for a year or have only McDonald's for a
Only
year?
McDonald's. I'm not going vegan. I'm not giving up cheese.
It's not going to happen.
I basically have only McDonald's now. It's close to my house, and it's on DoorDash.
You don't think at a certain point, like literally every day, every meal, breakfast, lunch, dinner, fucking the arches are just going to end up making you fucking puke.
2 days, like it already gives me terrible diarrhea, even when I'm not drunk. I don't know what it is. McDonald's just goes right through me, like it's making room for dicks to fly right in.
You're really gaping the hole up. Huh?
Yeah, talk about a double quarter pounder. Oh, yeah.
What about you?
For a year?
Yeah, 1 year. McDonald's or
Shit.
vegan?
I could do the vegan. I'm going through a quarter life crisis. Try some new things.
That's good. Yeah.
Some
So you're trying to get your groove back, right? Get it, Stella.
This is how Anthony got his groove back. It was going vegan.
This is also from a night of bad diarrhea last night. In the past few weeks, it was just I need to chill out on the fast food. But boy, do they deliver?
I would take my chances with the vegan, but I don't think I'd make the full year.
There's a restaurant here. I'm not going to name them because they don't sponsor us, but they're a vegan restaurant. And I've had some of the items there because my ex, she was a Pepsi alien or pescatarian or whatever you want to call it.
Falafel is vegan, right?
I think so.
It's chickpeas.
It's just chickpeas, right?
Yeah.
It's basically a Mediterranean hush puppy.
Yeah.
But this place I go to, and like they have cashew queso. It's actually pretty good.
It sounds weird.
It does, but it's actually good. It doesn't taste exactly like queso, but it's still good. But they have this other like barbecue sandwich, and it's like strips of like imitation meat, but they're big and thick.
And
They look
bouncy.
like thick bacon, but they're not bouncy. They're like eating wet cardboard that's warm.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's. I'll have McDonald's for a year.
Yeah. Yeah, you're almost convincing me to go McDonald's for a year now.
Yeah, dude. That's what I'm trying to do. Let's go, dude. You
You just don't want to sit there miserable alone.
Yeah, you fly, I buy. I don't want to sit through the drive-through. This McDonald's takes forever.
For a year? You got a goddamn deal.
Ugh.
It's on
No,
record.
every time you fly, I buy.
Oh,
Yeah, which means you go get it and bring it to me.
yeah.
Just turn on your DoorDash thing. You can take my order.
How about this? It's a variation off of one I asked recently. If you got to pick one, would you be a crackhead, smackhead, or a Mormon?
Did you see that picture I posted today? You said that?
That's why I
Did you
thought
see
of
the
it.
second one that I posted?
Yes, with the Jesus.
Yeah. Which church
420
was it?
Jesus.
Yeah. It was Blunt's 420.
Yes.
So crackhead, smackhead, or Mormon?
Yeah, you want to nod off all the time? You want to be fucking geeked up all the time? Or you want to fucking just have everybody avoid you and hate you by the way you look?
See, I want to say Mormon because you can have multiple wives. Sorry to cut you off, Anthony. I know you're ready to answer, but but like I want to, like, of course, like I just said, I'd rather anything that's leaning me towards some more pussy, right? Some more sex, making sex time, being the best lover. But if you have like 9 wives, I don't want to be hacky, but wouldn't you just be arguing all the time? Or do Mormons like keep that shit under control? The Mormons keep that like, hey, Linda, just you and Karen go to the store, just shut up for a bit.
And then
Well,
me
that'd be
and
fine,
Emily will, we'll stay here.
Do they only fuck one wife at a time? I've always wondered that. Or do the Mormons get down?
Yeah, I think you got like 2. You got your Monday, your Tuesday, your Wednesday, your Thursday on the weekend. You know?
So just one at a time, like a fucking
how many
carnival
you
ride.
have.
Yeah.
It's like a fair, like a
You got to
fuck, like a
collect
fuck
9
Ferris wheel.
first, which will be a difficult task nowadays.
How many
9
wives do you
later.
think you can handle?
0. I'm not good.
Apparently,
He just got out of a relationship, so none.
and you're not in one. So how many wives can you handle?
I think I can take down about 6 of them chicks.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. Because either way, I'm going to be miserable. I can just have different kinds of misery. Like this one calls me fat. This one calls me illiterate. This one says I can't hold down a job. They're all right. And either way, I'm going to be miserable.
Well, as
so-
long as they don't share viewpoints.
yeah, I mean, as long as like one of them feels bad enough to fuck me when the other ones are mad at me, then yeah, I'm good.
I was like, you fat fuck. You'd be like, nah. Teresa already fucking said that shit. Nah, you
you
can't,
can't use that one. No, you got to pick a different
That's
thing for me
hers.
to work on.
I think I can take down maybe about 2 or 3. That's about maximum. You know?
I'd say realistically, like, I think 4. I think 4 is good for me. 5, I like odd numbers, so I'd say 5.
You got to keep a couple of them homeschooled and no internet access so that they don't know any better, but it might work out.
Yeah. Well, they're going to find the internet. They always find it. But
This is starting to sound like keeping them in the basement, kind of.
I was thinking more like North Korea. Yeah. Or South Korea, whichever one's the bad one. Yeah.
I just don't. I'd pick the Mormon thing. I don't want to be. I've smoked crack, and it's great, but a crackhead, I don't want to be out there.
Like,
What do
I
you
don't,
even-
I don't want to be a crackhead like every day. Like some
Yeah.
days is okay, but not every day.
I'd pick
Yeah.
1 month or 1 week, like out of every 6 months, and then I just crack out, and I just like nobody call me or you can. I'm not going to answer, and then I'm good. I'm back to
Man,
okay.
6 months. I was thinking like a 1 weekend out of a month.
Well, that sounds better actually.
Sounds like I'm leaning towards crackhead.
Yeah, now I know why Jason's my co-host. Let's get some crack. Fuck this. Let's go, Anthony. Actually, let's get some good coke and make crack. If you just buy crack, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, I've always wanted to try crack. Like, it's on my bucket list. I hear nothing but good things about it.
Well, here,
Especially-
hold my beer.
We're not going to smoke crack on camera. Let's pause it for a minute.
Yeah.
Man, that's hard. Like, smack fuck heroin. I've tried it once, smoked it,
I have sleep
Not
apnea.
a
I have a
fan.
problem sleeping. I don't need any help with the sleep. I mean, smack and all
It might
that.
actually make you sleep without
I might
that.
fucking never wake up.
You might get that restful sleep though.
Get some dreams.
The rest of your life.
Yeah.
I have sleep apnea, but I still dream every night the weirdest shit. I can
Vividly?
smell things, taste things, colors. It's weird. Yeah. You know, I've explained millions of dreams to you. You're like, okay, yeah. I don't care.
Well, I'm jealous because I don't dream.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm a dreamer.
Yeah.
What would you pick?
Fuck, I don't know. That's maybe the Mormons. You got to like ride a bike and which I'll do
Pass out
anyways.
literature.
Get special underwear.
And then you do the
You know about
Knock
that, right?
on people's
Knock on-
doors.
They only wear certain underwears.
Well, yeah, it's
they?
Joseph Smith underwear. The Joseph Smith collection. Dum,
JS.
dum, 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 dum.
Joseph A. Smith.
throwback.
Yeah, I think we did door-to-door sales. I would just lie about going door-to-door.
Don't tell people that.
Is this for
All
life?
the crimes I committed are coverable. They won't find me.
You got to do this for life.
Well, so you'd be Mormon. Man, that's a whole lot of pussy going around this table. Some Mormon chicks are hot, but why do they all dress them like just butchy librarians?
So nobody takes your women.
Never seen a Mormon
Dude,
lady.
I got 6 of them. Let's trade, bro. They're like baseball cards.
You should have like a fantasy league or something like that.
Fantasy Mormon wife? Dude, I'd play. And just for the record, I'm a feminist. I don't actually mean I'd trade people. You don't own people.
You don't own them.
But-
like pre 1950.
But like, what are you going to go after swingers for trading wives? They're not actually, you don't own them.
It's their choice. It's
When you
consensual.
trade them.
Yeah, the
husband still
ladies
owns
are
it.
like, they get to try out different wieners and
And pussies.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet that's what they
It's a
do
new
when they
world,
sit
they
around a
can-
book club. They're like, I'd like a different wiener. I'd like to try some different wiener.
Yeah. I'd like to go to a real veiny monster this weekend if you can help hook that
Oh,
up.
the,
Yeah.
the conversations my mom has with her friends.
I wonder if like 6 Mormon wives sit around and they're like, man, Dave has a nice schlong. Oh, I sinned.
Well, they really can't get that regular shop talk that women get because, I mean, they're all talking about the same guy.
I wonder if they're all like backstabbing each other too, like Karen spits in
Easily.
food.
Easily.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody wants to be number one. Somebody wants to be that bottom bitch, for
Yeah.
sure.
She's
I'd
poisoning the
definitely
other
have,
ones.
I'd have to pick one. I'd be like, hey.
One has to be the trusted one. The trusted one.
Do they
I'd be
live
like,
in the same
you're-
house?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what are you going to buy 2 houses? No. You just buy 2 king-size beds.
That's it. Push them together. It's a sleepover every night.
And when you're tired, pull them apart.
Bunk bed.
Then when you're
Yes.
like banging one, like the other one like wakes up, makes eye contact, be like, "Oh, you're in." Tag.
I wonder if they watch each other bang or if they have like a bang room.
Bang bus.
Bang bus.
Nice.
Going out to the
It
desert.
just sounds exhausting. Fucking
You know, I
several
want to switch.
ladies.
I want to switch my vote to being a Mormon now.
You said that. That's what you said.
No, I
Didn't
said
you?
it was gonna be a crackhead.
Oh, crackhead?
Yeah.
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 No, yeah. Let's,
How about would you rather turn invisible for 1 hour a day or be able to teleport anywhere 1 day out of the month one time?
once a month,
One time
One
a month you
time-
could teleport anywhere.
can you
or
teleport back?
one time? Fuck. One time.
And
or
then-
would you be able to, or did you want to be invisible for 1 hour once a day?
The invisible one. The other one's too short. Because what if I teleport into a bank vault? Now I'm stuck there.
Well, that's where you got to really let the fucking wheels work. You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel like I'm so dumb. I would sneeze and accidentally teleport myself into jail, and then they wouldn't believe me, and I have to be there till next month.
It's like, I didn't mean to be here.
Like, no, I teleported. Like, yeah, you did, asshole.
I was just wondering about the jail.
We're going to work on your port in the shower. Yeah, I would invisible because I can get in and out of some scumbaggery with that.
I would do the teleport because I could probably save some fucking plane fare, like just getting where I need to go and then just a one-way ticket back. I
If
don't
you're
know.
invisible, you can just steal all the money you need. If you're invisible, you can walk onto the plane, and then when you appear, they're not going to be like, "Where'd you come from?" You're like, I was in the bathroom.
You want to take that chance?
Mikey with the real criminal
Fine,
mentality.
What can I use this for? But yeah, I would steal money. I wouldn't have to be invisible on the plane. I would go steal some stuff, and then I would just buy a plane ticket. I buy what's that? Was it Emirates or what's the one where you have like your own private spot?
Emirates.
You have like a bedroom on the plane and
yeah.
a shower. Yeah, I do that.
The private cabin.
Yeah.
I always want to do that. Jerk
Yeah.
off in the air. Fuck yeah.
Definitely be invisible. Like when you're talking, say I was like, yeah, fucking definitely just turn invisible, take money and shit. So I used to have a joke where I'd say like, it was just like hanging out, thinking of having superpowers, but we know like in real life you can edit this part out.
No, this
But, like,
stays.
if you-
This stays, Anthony.
If you have
This
like
might be what doesn't
superpowers-
bring you back a third time. Go ahead.
We're like,
I didn't really mean that.
if we did have superpowers, we'd do criminal shit because like. You're not going to be like saving people and doing stuff. You'd be like teleporting, robbing banks and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I might save some people if it's convenient for me, of course.
And if it's beneficial, yeah. Like greased palm.
Well, I got to build some good karma, so I would save somebody. But like, if it's convenient and I see it, if somebody tells me about it, I'd be like, nah, you're lying. See, if I could teleport twice, I would take that one. Because then you're stuck wherever you are.
I specifically put a note on this one too, and you are stuck there for another month unless you pay to get home.
Yeah.
How about this? Something I just thought of off the, like just get fun here for a second, but like obviously nobody wants to die and you want to die very peacefully, okay? But if you had your choice,
I'm not a pussy.
how you'd want to die. If you had your choice how you want to die, and you get to make it interesting. Pain's not a factor. How'd you do it?
Man, I want to go out legendary, of course. I want people to talk about it like, God damn it. That's great. The way he died was fucking great.
Like when anybody ever dies, they'll be like, but did you see how Mikey B died?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Like a shark to be thrown at me while I'm in the middle of a killer set.
Like someone throws a shark at you and it fucking happens to eat you, even though it can't breathe.
And it just swallows me. Yeah. Like somebody catapults a shark or drops it from a bug with his mouth open and just swallows me. Or, man, I don't know. There's so many ways.
What about you, Anthony?
Man, like you were saying, there's so many different.
He's like stage 4 pancreatic cancer. 83 years old, a loving family.
Ass cancer.
I'm a simple man. I like a good gun to the head. But pain's
a good old bullet to the brain like my American pastime heroes.
Like it might be myself doing it. It might be someone else. I don't know.
It'd be like, I don't know, a cool way. I guess I could conquer my fear of heights and jumping off somewhere high, and then just blowing up or some shit.
I'm changing my answer.
Okay.
I want to die. Like, I'm gonna set the scenario. Coked out of my fucking mind. Pain doesn't matter.
Sure.
My heart's gonna explode while I'm fucking my favorite porn star and filming it.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's like going well.
And then Al Qaeda comes in and chops your head off right as you bust it off.
Yeah. As my heart explodes out of my chest, I reach back and I snap one of the Al Qaeda's necks, and then I die.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you did a little something for the country.
Yeah.
But I said you commit a murder before you go. And
Yeah, well, I'm an American, so
It's not the only mortal sin he'll have on his soul. So.
I'll be in America heaven. It'll be fine, dude. Yeah. They have Bart's root beer up there.
it's not going to be up there.
I want to do anything that just renders me into a pink mist. Just meow.
Yeah, like the jet plane engine, right?
Yeah, I was thinking like, I'd said, but I think I keep secretly bringing up the whole pushing someone into an airplane.
I wish I knew how to edit so I could make you float away and ghost. Just disappear.
It would be that, what's that one song? You just like, you're a shooting star, that shooting star song.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. You did it better than me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that like something like that, an airplane blade or nuclear blast explosion, maybe such a hot explosion that just fucking just vaporizes me, something like that. But got to get it on video. Of course.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And if this is ever a real situation, can I be the one that does it to you?
Sure.
Awesome.
You have my permission.
Same to you.
Well,
but you're not Al Qaeda. You'd have to join
yeah,
up.
that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know. I mean, shit's changing every day in this country. So
Yeah. So I mean,
they've got some pretty good views.
Do they have any benefits, like health wise?
I don't know.
They got dental plan, dude. I'm backed into a corner at this point.
It's not the regular rat race in the office every day. I can tell you that for sure.
Yeah, like this cartoon has way better teeth than I actually have. I'm glad he doesn't know what is inside my mouth.
Mine still just smiles with his lips because he has bad teeth. So yeah. How about this? What fictional character do you think best represents you?
Fictional character from like show, movie,
Anything.
book,
From anything.
any of that?
Yeah.
Man, it's tough because I've said this one a few times, but because I feel like it's a combination. I feel like I'm just, I feel like my life is kind of like, you remember Cable Guy with Jim Carrey?
Yeah.
Did you see that? You saw that, right? Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah, like 20 years ago.
I was looking
Someone with the cover where he's like,
I watched it again a few months ago, and he was raised by TV, right? So he's like all those different characters. I feel like that's kind of me. Like I feel like I'm influenced by a lot of different TV characters I like.
You have confusion of what really happened in your childhood versus what you watched on TV?
Yes.
Okay. Like there was a beautiful girl running down a hill of flowers. We were just running and running and running and running and Then the credits came up, and like that's Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah. That's where I grew up. I didn't even meet you till I was like 20. That's crazy.
Well, I mean, you ever walked the hatchet? You could have been on a Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah,
right.
Definitely, for sure. But there'd be more racism and homophobia.
The KKK House on the Prairie.
Yeah. But I feel like, who would you? Do you know who you would be, or who?
Like I've always got close, or like to like Peter Parker and Spider-Man. I've always
come
thought of that.
on, you're not Spider-Man.
Just not smart, but the awkward.
You're not smart.
Being
You can't shoot webs, climb buildings, save women.
Loser.
I don't think that
I relate to.
You're just like the Tobey Maguire one, like the loser part, right?
I was
the emo one.
I wouldn't credit Spider-Man as necessarily being a smart superhero, would you?
No, he's kind of dumb.
Oh,
Yeah.
he thinks with his dick. Everything's about Mary Jane.
You know what? You might be Spider-Man.
He's
dude.
one of those.
Maybe so.
It's like in the top 10 or 5 of the smartest Marvel characters.
There's only 10 that are
Listen.
smart.
I didn't even know they were smart.
Listen.
As I was thinking about this question, I came up with kind of an answer that I feel I wanted to say Randy Marsh, and I've said this before because I'm a dad and I do weird shit and say shit and all that.
Yeah, because you're a dad that'll be in the line at Kmart or not Kmart, like Walmart or Target, but like, "Fuck you say to me?"
Yeah,
and Randy Marsh,
just like Randy Marsh will.
If you're gonna approach me, please put your chin diaper back on.
Yeah, get right in your chin. Yeah. But I think that I more relate Gargamel from the Smurfs, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I find myself, since I work from home, I'm constantly around the house, and now it's getting that season that like bugs and spiders and everything come in. So it's almost like I'm chasing around the Smurfs around the house while I'm wearing my man dress at the house, like Gargamel does, and I've got my cat Azrael
Your
fucking
balls
following me
dragging out,
around,
falling out of your robe,
and I'm like doing every fucking trick in the book I can to try to catch these spiders and bugs and all this shit that are coming in, and I'm failing miserably. And then the cats look at me, and it's like, I fucking feel very Gargamel-ish. Yeah.
Didn't Gargamel have like a goon? Like
the cat.
The cat, right? And your cats are okay.
There it is.
There it is.
Kiki's not Azrael. It'd definitely be Gypsy.
Yeah. It'd definitely be your racist cat.
Yes.
I feel like I would
my head,
be.
Gypsy.
I have to combine at least 2 people.
Okay.
But I feel like, and you'll probably make fun of me for this, but I'm going to reach for it because I want to be cool. Tony Soprano and Charlie Day. I'm Tony Day.
I don't think that exists.
Or Charlie Soprano.
You got a mob boss. You have a mob boss that eats cheese and cleans the sewers.
Pretty much. Yeah.
I choose to do this.
Dude,
Gabagool.
I've lived in a car. I've ridden in a Maybach. You rode in that Maybach with me.
Gabagool.
And you knew me when I lived in a car.
And Gabagool.
Yeah. Gabagool. 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 You saw that video? I sent that to you on it's Tony Soprano. It's all the Gabagool moments. It's just Gabagool, 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 Gabagool. It's just him saying it. In all
Like,
these
Dad,
situations.
fuck Gabagool.
Yeah.
The Gabagool family.
Oh, this Gabagool.
They made fun of it on, I think, Mad TV.
was Mad
That
TV.
shit was hilarious.
With Joe Diaz, was he on it?
Was
Joe Diaz on it?
I think he
Will
was in
Sasso?
a couple of them, but yeah, it was Will Sasso.
Yeah.
And he does a good Tony Soprano. It was
Really
funny.
good one. The like,
Yeah.
like all that was really good. The breathing. Yeah. And Dr. Melfi saw
Not too many
Gabagool.
boogers. That sounds bad.
What's go ahead.
No, I was saying we got time for one more or whatever.
I got
you
a couple more.
Sure. Let's
Okay.
do it.
What's the silliest fear that you guys have ever had?
I think I mentioned this before, but it might have got scrapped with some of those episodes. I can't remember when we talked about it, but I'm scared of a snake coming out of the toilet while I'm pooping, getting at my bits.
Biting your dick and ball, your DB and V.
My balls, basically, because my balls are so big, like it can't even get to my dick unless it comes around, and by then I'll know a snake's there. But yeah, because I got long
There's
balls.
something going across my balls. Oh, it's a snake.
Yeah, no, I don't want to just. Do you imagine a snake biting your balls from like behind your balls, like coming out of the toilet, and just
Yes.
he's got you.
I can.
Yeah, that's a stupid fucking fear.
Mine's just like getting bit in the dick by like a dog or like in the balls or shit.
Ooh.
Like, because my nephews have this like a aggressive dog. It would, like at first he wasn't like into me. He was just barking and shit. And I would wear shorts in the summer. And I was always
This is how Anthony lost his virginity.
They're a little too short. The shorts
so
are a
I'd
little
just be
short.
like a little worried that he'll just snap one day at me. Luckily, he never did. But I always like do not want to feel that pain.
He might have thought like
Or
a
like-
dickhead was like a T-bone treat or something like that. Like, oh, what's that treat right there?
I feel like dogs know that like if you kick a dog in the balls, he knows out. It hurts, right?
Yeah.
I think they know that that's your vulnerable spot too. Because I love animals. I love dogs
Because they
specifically.
fucking bounce their nose into your shit.
Yeah, I hate when you meet a new dog, especially when they're aggressive, but they're not mean, but they could be, or even when they're mean, when they come and just fucking lift your sack with their snout, they snout sack you, and they're just like right there. I'm like, hey, can you get your fucking dog? That's like one of the reasons I have a small dog. She's never gonna just come up and just put her face on your balls. That's assault.
Unless you're laying down with your balls out.
She has jumped on mine a bunch, but she thinks it's funny, I feel like.
You know, it's funny you said about the dog biting your dick is because I that's one of the dreams I remember having as a kid back when I used to dream. Is
I feel so bad for you.
I know. Don't cry for the Argentina. No, anyway, so I am remembering like I was walking with a group of people and this dog kept jumping and biting my dick, and I'm like, get the fuck away. And then I'm walking with the people, and it kept jumping and biting my dick, and I'm like, how the fuck does the dog keep jumping and biting my dick?
He bit you on the dick?
It was in the dream, not real life. But yeah, so it was like over and over and over again.
Did you feel it in the dream?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I think it was like my hand just grabbing my dick or something like that. But, you know.
You're trying to jerk off in your
I was
sleep?
like 13. I was like 13.
Yeah, and you went to, was that when you were going to Catholic school?
It was.
So
Yeah.
God backwards is dog. So that was God tell you to stop jerking off and go to sleep and eat your beans and be a good boy.
If I would have known you then, my life would be on a different path now.
Oh, yeah, we'd both be in prison. We'd either be in prison or out of prison trying to put it back together.
The silliest fear I ever had was my grandma had these couple of statues in the dining room, and the way that our house was set up, I was raised in a house in Chicago, so it's like all like a straight line, you know, like all the rooms are like stacked in a row, and I remember you had to go through this dining room to get to the kitchen, and if it was daytime, I was cool, but if it was nighttime, these two statues, I just always had this weird feeling that they were going to be like, and like look at me or some shit like that. Yeah. And I was like, oh fuck, and they creeped me out, and I had a dream of one once too that he like grew legs and was throwing dishes at me and my grandma, and it was really scary. It kind of traumatized me a little bit, you know. So anyway, when my little brother, he was like playing around, like he's much younger than me. He was playing around by the table that the stuff was on, and I was like pushing him and forcing him to bump into the table and stuff, and I was like, if I push him hard enough, it'll break those things. And pushed him, and both the statues fell off and fucking broke.
Damn.
And I was like, yes, hell yeah. But I actually secretly had to go. I like look, and I was secretly inside. I was just like, I felt like there was like a brain, a heart, an alien, something inside the motherfucker. Just porcelain.
That's like you had gremlin statues.
Something, I don't know. Like these motherfucking statues scared the shit out of me, man.
That
I fucking could not. Once the sun went down, I could not go to the kitchen by myself anymore to get snacks. That was it. It was done. Like I thought they're gonna fucking look at me.
I've had creepy houses when I was a kid. I could tell ghost stories for hours, and we have before. We won't get into it now, but yeah, that's you want to hear?
Do another silly fear, real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Dolls. Little dolls freak me out.
Ugh, I don't like it.
I used to love horror movies and shit. And when I was a kid, and my parents left me with like one of our friends when they go motorcycle trip or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I want to watch a scary movie and stuff. So they rented The Bride of Chucky. It didn't bother me at first. I thought it was funny as fuck. And then the room I had to sleep in, full of fucking dolls everywhere. I just remember saying like, just a few more hours till 6 in the morning, just like until the sun was up, and I was just like laying there like alone and freaking out.
I have so many questions. Why were there all these dolls in your room first?
Mexican families are all about like
Santeria.
Dolls and shit.
Yes.
The creepy dolls. Not even like, just the ones that do like voodoo magic spells and stuff.
But you guys did have that rock with the shells for the eyes, nose, and the mouth in the house, right?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, that's Santeria. That's evil.
But you want to hear a real fear of mine?
Yeah.
I'm afraid my landlord's going to find out. There's like, I don't know who all lives here. I have no idea what's going on
anymore.
Yeah, I'm gonna start living in this podcast room, locking the door. Like there's a guy that was living in a van. Now he's like under the garage. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I don't understand.
It's odd.
But that's a real fear of mine. It is Halloween. Should we do a ghost story or should we just move on?
Let's do a ghost story. Yeah.
Nah, fuck that. No. So
I mean, this will be out by Halloween, won't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to put this out tomorrow. We got nothing in the bank. We had to scrap everything, Anthony. Usually we have 2 or 3 episodes like weeks out.
Damn.
As soon as I hit stop, as long as this isn't fucked up, I'm trying to get this shit out tonight.
Edited and
up. I'm gonna be like,
title it "Sequels Aren't Always the Best."
No, I'll come up with the names. You don't worry about my
degrading to
like
you. Likely, yeah.
It might just be Anthony and the Sex Moans Part 2.
I wish I had more energy. It's just
we do too, but that's okay. Me and Jason know our jobs.
I got one more question. At what moment did you guys realize, fuck, I'm old, or fuck, I'm getting old?
Man, I've known it for a minute. I know that's for
when
sure.
I hear you grunting and grunting to tie your shoes and shit, I'm like, oh yeah.
That's why I have these rubber ones now. I replace my laces that you don't tie.
It's like the new way of Velcro.
That's funny. I'm an old man, but I have them like in my Jordans or like my Converse, even some of my Vans, and yeah.
I know that I saw a picture of some people, like my wife and I look at people and we like low-key talk shit about them. Who doesn't?
Yeah.
I think we're not the only ones, right? And I remember when we were looking at it, we were like, damn, he's old. Damn, she's old. Damn, they're fat and old. And then I'm like,
hey, I'm fat and old.
I'm fat and old now. Fuck, you know? That's when I know I'm old.
Yeah.
For me, a couple things. Now I can't handle super greasy fried foods. That just
And as a
fucks
kid,
me
that doesn't
up.
even matter. That's like fuel to fucking keep running around and screaming and shit with, you know?
Yeah. I fucking need 3 pieces out of the bucket they brought home and go do flips off the fucking garage onto the ground.
Let me get 3 more.
Like literally, we used to get up on the garage or on the house and we jump onto the ground, not the trampoline, just straight run off the roof and jump like James Bond style or whatever movies were out back then in the 80s.
And if you broke an ankle, you just didn't go again.
Yeah, no, you don't fucking tell your dad about it because he'll break your other one. He's fucking
But you say you got chased by Latin kings in my neighborhood. That's what happened.
But yeah, I would do shit. I would eat like fried chicken, and I was skinny. I'd go jump off the roof, and like hit the ground and tuck and roll, and be like, yeah. I would do crazy shit like that before the internet.
Evil Knievel.
But
The other thing is,
what was the question?
now that have a mattress,
You know you're old.
That's right now.
On the
Yes,
floor.
because I forgot the question.
You got that old timers.
Yeah. It's
I hate when people
Alzheimer's.
say
I
that
hate people
shit.
say old timers.
Yeah.
It's got the Alzheimer's.
now that I have a small mattress on the floor, it's like hard to get up sometimes. Like sit down, and then hear my dad calling for me. It's like it's got to get back up. And
So you have like
like,
like what a 3-point turn is in driving. You've got like a 3 or 4 or 5 point stance to try to lean and get up and shit.
You're not paying rent, Anthony. Buy a chair. You work at a hotel, steal one.
Well, when you're younger, though, you notice when you're younger, you're like, it's time to get up. You're like, shoot right up. You know what I mean? Like sitting position, shoot up. You know what I'm saying? Now you're like, ugh.
even getting out of the car for like,
Shit.
like,
Oh yeah, certain
Well,
cars.
also-
Like I'll go to ride with somebody somewhere, and like
get
if
to
I look at their
rocket.
car, I'm like, I'm not getting in that. Like I judge where I sit by how embarrassing and loud it's going to be for me to get up. I've told that story before. There was after a show I did at a comedy club. There's a bar around the corner. It's like one of those cool like hip bars. All the chairs were taken, so we went to sit. And like they had like a big treasure chest for a coffee table, and they had like a low couch behind it. But the couch is like lower than normal. And like I remember I sat down and I'm sitting there with these chicks and everything's going good. And then we go to leave to go to the next place. I had to get down on a knee like a football stance, and I had to like roll, and I was like, "Rah!"
You had to like white knuckle it and shit.
Yeah. I took it down like I was about to Superman, just right out of here. But no, it was just like, "Rah!" And then like I didn't get to fuck any of them.
You know, I think last thing for me is I think the ultimate thing was, and this was a while ago, man. This was at GW. You know, normally if somebody falls down at work, you'd laugh and shit like that. Like nobody laughed. Like 3 people came to like aid me and stuff. They're like,
I
"Are
would
you
laugh.
okay?" You know,
I
like,
still laugh.
When I knew that people didn't laugh at me falling and they were more concerned about my health, I was just like, "Yeah, I'm getting fucking old."
Yeah, that's a fear of mine. If you want to go back to that, falling down. Like I've said before, Gigi, my dog, she's like 7 months now. And like she's getting good at being house trained, but she still pees inside sometimes. And she'll pee in my room, and because of the color of the tile, I can't tell. I have to like turn my phone light on to see where she's peed. But I keep stepping in it without knowing it's slipping like I'm a cartoon on a banana. And like I know I'm gonna fall, and I'm probably gonna like bust my knee on the tile and split out, and rip my sack open or something stupid.
Like the James Brown, you're like, "Ow!
Yeah.
I feel bad.
Yeah.
Get down."
Yeah. I feel like I had something else to say. Oh, yeah. When I knew I was old, like fucking long time ago. How old are you?
26. I turned 27.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, get in better health,
I
man.
turned
Have a
27
sandwich instead of
and-
fried stuff for
Yeah,
once.
2 months. I also blame like the car accident last year that fucked my back up.
Yeah, we've all got an accident back in 17. Fucked my back up.
I will say, back injury does fucking add about 20 years for sure. Definitely.
Yeah, my back feels great, and I'm fat as shit. Get a firm mattress.
I'm
it
was just many years of being able to get away with like eating whatever I want, not really gaining weight. And now it's haunting me. It's all coming back.
I think probably like 4 or 5 years ago, like when I started comedy, I realized how old I was because there's so much younger people, and people usually think I'm younger than I am. And my age is none of your business.
It's because you wear skinny jeans.
Yeah. I'm wearing my young man pants, like dance with them on and shit. But
and new music.
Yeah. People talk about my pants. Like, no, I like them. I'm like, I can't tell if you're making fun of me or if I look good now, but you're saying nice things, but I don't like
If
how
you
you're
feel
saying.
good, that's all that matters.
I don't when they start doing that. But y'all said I look good, so I kind of trust y'all's opinion.
There we go.
But that, and I also realize I'm getting old when I realize how long my balls are, and I'm in the car, not sitting on them. I won't do that joke. But have you ever done this, Jason, where you fart in the car, and like 10 minutes later, the air gets trapped of your fart between your leg and your ball, and just out of nowhere, it's just like pop, pop, pop.
No, I get like it'll squeak up. Yeah, I've had it squeak up.
You got a sack trumpet down there, a sumpet.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'll like get out of the car sometimes, especially with these tighter pants. I'll fart in the car and I'll get out, and when I take my first step, it's like pop, 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 like you got the bubble wrap in there.
Bubble wrap.
Yeah.
And that's inside your pants. You got bubble wrap in your pants.
Yeah.
Because of farting in the car.
It feels like Nemo's trying to find his way out of my sack.
Hey, before we move on, I actually had one other funny one I thought of. Cereal box characters. Any you can think of. Just literally any. Toucan Sam, Tony the Tiger, Lucky, any of that stuff, whatever. They enter the Coliseum. Only one exits alive. What would be some funny ones that might be the ones that would exit?
Count Chocula?
He's a fucking vampire. Of course he's going to win. That's number one.
Blueberry. He's
it's Booberry.
Blueberry.
Wait, what's the Frankenstein one?
He's Frankenberry?
I forgot he's
Frankenberry.
Asian. I'm sorry. I just did a racism on you. I did a racism on an Asian. I'm sorry.
Oh, you really meant blueberry. I'm sorry. Okay. The blueberry. Yeah, booty trap. That's what I'm talking about.
Canceled.
Look here, short round. All right.
This will be an episode I bury when I do get famous.
I was thinking this is probably getting like ridiculous, but I would go with Michael Jordan on the Wheaties box.
Michael Jordan,
the fucking goat, man.
he's an old man, and he did a Hitler mustache for a while. I don't trust him anymore.
He did. You're right.
Yeah.
He did.
No, Michael Jordan's a good one. He's like a wonder. I don't know, just
Tony the Tiger though is a tiger though. He would fucking literally murder every other animal. Fred Flintstone would bash all of them.
Well, it's hard to get toucan. He can fly.
He can get away.
Yeah,
He's
he can
always like hopped up on coke or something.
Coco the monkey, talking about cokeheads. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of any other.
What's the leprechaun guy? He has magic and shit.
Yeah, Lucky Charms guy, the leprechaun.
What about? Yeah, he's got magic. Oh shit, that changed. That's a game changer right there.
I mean, the movie Leprechaun, he's a pretty fucked up leprechaun.
Yeah, or when Charlie catches that leprechaun.
Oh yeah.
That's I don't know. It's hard to say because some of them are mystical creatures. You know, even like Cookie Crisps. I feel like that dude will eat somebody's dick off to survive.
Well, they've had a few mascots with that. I remember the first one I remember was the robber with the like bandana across his eyes.
Yeah.
And then there was a wolf.
There's a wolf.
And I don't know who it is now.
A wolf.
A wolf. Yeah. So that'd be fun to figure.
Yeah. I don't know.
My bets is on a leprechaun.
Yeah, I think the leprechaun, man.
I think the Rice Krispie guys are like fucking goners instantly, no matter what.
Oh yeah. Hey, what's going on here, fellas? Let's work together.
Yeah. Snap, crackle,
hey,
pop.
What's going on? Oh, snap! No, crackle! Ah, pop! Yeah, that's fucking terrible.
Those pussies.
Yeah. Why don't you go hang out with the fucking Keebler Elves, you fucking queer? No, I'm just playing. Everything we say on the show is in fun. We don't actually mean it.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
Yeah, I'm a joke. Hey, yeah, Alfredo sauce. Let's do the open mic. I saw you got your hand on it, and it's actually time to power through this. So, spin it first, Anthony, and we'll see what you get.
Be our guest. That's in the middle. What do you like?
What's it say?
Foods I hate or my best quality?
All right, foods I hate.
Yeah, because he was just recently broken up with. We know he doesn't have very good qualities. So, yeah.
He knew that.
My self-esteem is a little low.
Do you want to set it like I can't? There's nowhere to put it here, but like face it more forward. Look at our stuff, y'all. Sorry, Anthony. Go ahead.
Our shit's kind
Okay,
of cool.
so foods I hate, and I'm gonna probably get shit for this, but hash browns.
Like
Fuck 'em.
even if they're like super crispy.
Yeah, fuck any kind of hash browns.
All right.
I'm okay with you on that one. I mean, I like hash browns, but you know what I do hate about hash browns is when I go to get Burger King's cheese hash browns, and they're literally just like the McDonald's ice cream machine, always out.
Yeah,
they never have them.
Never have it. They're
I
always
get more
out.
pissed off over hash browns than anything.
It's like the cheese inside, or is it like on top?
Yeah, it's cheese inside. It's like a hash brown nugget. You can put cheese in anything. I'm finding out. That's America. We can put cheese in it.
Drop it in grease. It's good. It'll hold together.
That sounds interesting, but like it's like the second worst form of like the potato. The first is like potato salad, or not.
I never eat potato salad. I don't trust it.
You know, my least favorite potato is actually the au gratin potato. Personally,
There's only one au gratin potato like mix that I like, and most of them are gross. And like I'll actually burn the potatoes first, and then put them in with the sauce. Like burn them up in the pan a little bit. We'll do one food at a time. Hash browns, okay. Onions, fuck them. Don't need them.
okay.
I will eat them every now and again, but I have a burrito named after me, and the slogan is "No beans, no onions, no bullshit." Mm-hmm. Yeah, I need a third B, but nothing made sense.
I'm like that person that does that list on Facebook where they're like, put an X next to the foods that you wouldn't eat and stuff like that. And most like, I got 14, and I got 12, and whatever. I'm literally that guy that like, I have no X's on that shit. I eat all of that shit. I eat octopus, caviar, fucking gizzards. I eat literally anything gross.
I don't think
liver.
I've ever had a gizzard. I've always just
I have
been
gizzards
like,
in my freezer right now to bread up and fry.
it just sounds too funny to me. Let's have a gizzard.
We kicked them right into gizzards.
Yeah. What is a gizzard? I know it's been said before, but
I don't know.
I don't understand.
I don't want to know either because I like the taste of them and I don't want to ruin it. I mean, as much as I eat fucked up shit, I don't think it'll matter. Pickled pig's feet, chitlins. I mean, I eat all that shit, literally.
Gross.
Wild.
Let me give it a spin now. Right. We're running kind of tight on time. So, did you have another one sound like you were going to say?
No. I was just going to say
it's just
the only
browns.
good
He's just
onions.
anti-hash brown.
Yeah, the only good onions is fried onions.
Make sure your face is right behind this wheel. So
I like grilled, sautéed, fried, raw, chopped, green, blue, purple.
Burn bridges, baby.
Oh, you're good on that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Move that over.
Yeah.
Man, I've burned so many fucking bridges. The most recent one, no, let's tell this one.
Every place we've worked together, you've burned the bridge there. I can say that.
Not every place. A few of them burned the bridge with me.
But I think the bridges are burned regardless.
Hey, sometimes they burn my bridge. I'll burn a village. But no, I went to this comedy club, right? And like the owner of this club had seen me at another comedy club here in DFW. And he saw me after the show. He pulled me aside and he was like, hey man, he's like, you're really funny. I have a club out in Arkansas. Here's my card. Would you like to come headline it? And I was like, I'm going to be honest with you. I will fuck up this relationship if I headline it. I can feature though. And we emailed for a couple months and he let me like book it to where I brought someone to headline. I featured someone to open. All good guys. We went there, we did the show, and like we gave him a deal. We only charged him like $900 total, which is a cheap weekend for a comedy club. And so we go there and we do the show, and the guy goes up and does comedy for 10 minutes before we start. The owner does, but it's not really comedy. It's just his racist remarks that his friends are okay with hearing because they got like 10% off their catfish.
Yeah,
because it's like a restaurant, but it's a stage and it's actual. It was a good. I had a great time
I
there.
like going down there to get me some good catfish and some good racism.
Yeah, and that's how he talks. But the first thing he says when he walks up on stage is, which is a lie, what he says, but he goes, "Oh, I see we got an ethnic person here." That just sounds like you're going to kill him and eat him, right? Ethnic?
Is it like seasoned and spiced a little bit?
Like, what's the issue if there's a black guy, if I just said, hey, there's a black dude here? Didn't actually say anything wrong, right? I wouldn't say that. That's not my style. I'd say the N-word. No, I'm just kidding. but I wouldn't do that. Like, why did he say that? It was for some setup for a stupid joke he did. It was terrible. His jokes were bad. And when he got off stage, the opener goes up and I'm next, right? And he comes back and I said, hey, man, do you mind if I mess with you when I go on stage? And he's like, yeah, go ahead. Sorry, my ear was like closing up. But I was like,
have you gotten into my crack stash?
Yeah, a little bit. Shut up. You don't talk to me, elephant. But I said I wanted to run it by him first. You know, I'm trying to do things right. I'm still stupid. I shouldn't have done this, but I said I was going to go up there and say, hey, I do these clubs all over the country. I've never seen the owner of a comedy club come up and do a set do comedy before the show starts. I still have it, but let's give Bill a round of applause anyways.
I get you.
It's a small jab.
I see you. Yeah.
But it's a fun thing, especially if his friends are all in there. They would think that's hilarious.
Because they'd be like, ooh, Bill, he fucking got you,
Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the guy looked like the dad from Mallrats. the fucking who ended up being on Walking Dead and Days of the Dead. Anyways, so he goes, "Oh yeah, that's pretty funny." He's like, "Yeah, that'd be funny to start with." But it felt weird, so I didn't do it. I didn't actually go up and do it.
Oh, you ran it by him first?
Yeah, I ran it by
okay.
him, and he said it was funny. He was okay with it, right?
Yeah, sure.
Afterwards, I get done. He bitches me out. He
For a
bitches
joke
out.
you didn't do.
He pulls us all aside. The guy I brought the headline, who's Lawrence, who's been on here before. He'll confirm the story. Lawrence had a great set. I had a great set. Joey had a great set.
I loosely don't believe you, so I'm going to ask Lawrence.
Go ahead, please do. But the guy sits down and he tells Lawrence, like, "Hey, you didn't have any energy tonight, so tomorrow do 30 instead of 45 minutes, but do your same jokes, just do them faster, so it seems like you have some energy." And I was like, "You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Stop, okay?" We had a great
Are
time.
you still paying the same, though?
Yeah. No. And he looked at me. He's like, "And you look, you didn't do that. I would have fired you guys." I was like, "You still would have fucking paid us, dude." I was like, "I don't come from the same life you probably did, but you will pay me."
Yeah.
And he just kept arguing with us, and Lawrence and Joey are looking at me like, "Just stop." And I'm like, and finally one point, I'm like, "Okay, fine, Bill, okay." And the thing is, I've never sold more merch at one time at that club. I had my rolling papers and my shirts. I made like fucking $800 or $900 on merch alone that week. It was more than I got paid from him.
Yeah.
And like even his best friend who kept bragging about doing the plumbing in the building, I was like, I don't care where the shit goes. Like, thank you.
As long as it leaves.
I don't have any plumbing needs. I rent. Yeah. But the guy forced us to go hang out with him. But anyways, besides all that, I still email Bill every month my available dates. Even while COVID was shut down, I emailed him every month on the dot on the 15th. I have a reminder.
Does he ever write back?
Not once. And that was like 2.5 years ago. A friend of mine went there to do a show like a few months, like right before COVID shut things down. They still had our poster up with my face on the building. I'm like, "You can't hate me that much. I'm still hanging around here, pal."
I'll say if you need an opener.
But we're good.
You know, in my mind, I picture that you ended up like at the end of that show, like you ended up somehow strong arming him out of the money that you had to get, and you guys like raced off like it was the Dukes of Hazzards and shit. Like, there go them comedy boys this time running out of town.
You want to hear what happened actually at the end? That was the story I told you was the first night.
I felt like there was something coming up.
There's more to it. I'm really high. I forgot.
Right.
I took some tinctures out of anyways. But so the second night we show up and he had told us he was going to bring in a pro to do like half of the show. His person didn't show up, which didn't matter. We had, like I said, the crowds were great and they weren't huge crowds, but like 80 people.
The comedians were okay
they
too.
Loved it. Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. The crowds was.
And the comedians were okay too.
No, we were great. We were fantastic. But second night, we do our show or whatever, and like I have this, I call it a parachute joke. Like if something doesn't land, I have these other, like I go down swinging. Like I'll say, like if I do a joke and they don't laugh, I'll say like, "Oh, okay, I went to a funeral recently. I'm just trying to match the tone of the room here," and just poking at the audience, and then they laugh. I did that joke. They laughed. They actually applauded. I got an applause break, and when the show was over, Bill avoided me all night long. Didn't want to look at me, whatever. He argued with me, whatever. Fuck him. But at the end of the night, I went to get paid by him, and I didn't say anything. I walked up. He was busy. He like runs the place or whatever. And I'm just standing there. I'm just going to stand here until he knows I'm going to pay him so he can get the fuck out of here.
Just waiting to get my money, sir.
I'm standing there, and he turns to me and goes, "That fucking funeral joke killed the vibe in the room." And I was like, "It killed the room, dude. I got an applause break." And and I didn't even say anything back, though. He's just yelling at me for this joke, and I'm just standing there. Didn't say anything. This old lady with gray hair comes over, and she goes, and she knew him. She's like, "Bill, I'm sorry to interrupt you for a second, but I want to talk to this young man." She gave me a big hug, and she goes, "I went to a funeral on Wednesday, and your joke made me feel so much better about it. Thank you for making it lighthearted for me."
Dude,
You're
hell
like,
yeah.
So you were saying, Bill?
Yeah, no, I didn't say any. I didn't say anything to
You didn't
Bill.
do the snap?
But you guys made eye contact after that, right?
No, I had my back to him. I was like, I'm gonna try as hard as I can.
don't even
to
wanna
not
look him
get
in the
into
face.
shit. Yeah, I don't even want to look at him because I will die laughing.
Yeah.
And this lady goes, "Finish up with Bill. When you're done, come over here to where you're selling your T-shirts. Me and my friends all want to get some." And I was like, "Okay, cool. I'll be over there in just a minute." And I turn around to Bill. I didn't say one word. As soon as he made eye contact, he goes, "Fuck you," and threw the envelope at me.
Yes.
And then I open it, and he's still standing there, and I could feel him looking at me. And I was like, "You misspelled my name, and the numbers are wrong on these checks." And he's like, "You're a real fucking asshole." I was like, "I didn't say anything, man."
I was just standing here.
It was the whole weekend was like there's like even more to that story that I won't even make you guys sit through. But that whole weekend was like one whole long Curb Your Enthusiasm song.
Man, if I was Bill, I would have you come back more often because it seems like that's like he's having the time of his life too. He's got some good stories coming from it also.
Yeah. He was. I've had like a few headliners offer me to go with them to feature there, and I'm like.
Hey, Bill, just saying hi.
I have to tell them, like, I don't want you to not book me for other things with you because of this, but I have to tell you why I can't go back to the Grove.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't mean to say the name. Anyways, I don't care. Fuck them.
I've got a bad rapport there.
But yeah, I would totally go back. The crowds are great, and I sold a ton of merch. I had fun.
Yeah.
He also got mad that we didn't stay in his, like, comedy condo, which I've heard is like a rape cabin in the woods, and that he used to try to get in the hot tub with the comedians because he lives, like, across the street. And now the hot tub's gone. But I have a friend who owns a house.
But the rape is still there.
Yeah, the rape's still there. That doesn't leave. Yes. But
that leaves a residue.
I stayed with a friend, or a friend let us use his house because he was out of town, and he had a house that was 12 minutes from the guy's club. So I was like, I thought I was doing a good thing. I was like, oh, you don't have to worry about giving us your condo or cabin or whatever.
Or watching us on the camera.
Rape shack for the weekend. Yeah. Watching me jerk off. And I've heard it's like one of those, like, the girl from The Ring that sleeps up above in the barn. It's one of those like A-frame houses where there's like a weird loft up here.
No, yeah.
But anyways, let's move on. We're actually getting kind of tight on time. I think we should skip the skip the workshop and just do some true crime.
Okay, how are we looking on time?
Hold on, true crime.
Real quick, when you said
crime.
When you said the Rape Shack, it reminded me of that song. Where I was like,
The Rape Shack?
Yeah.
Oh, the B-52 song?
Yeah.
Rape
So I was
Shack,
just saying that in my head,
Rape Shack, baby. Rape Shack.
She gonna rape me in the Rape Shack from the Grove's Comedy Club.
So
they're gonna sue me for this.
Well, I was
Bill
going to say, public
hates
service announcement here with this is that, or disclaimer rather, is that the rape we're referring to is to ourselves.
Yeah. No, I definitely rape myself by charging too low and going out there and dealing with a maniac. I just like, if you're a comedy club owner, unless you've actually done comedy and not just occasionally when you have shows and your friends there, don't fucking tell comics what to do. Either hire us or don't. If you have to tell us what to do, don't fucking book me then. I'm funny enough alone. I don't need that. At least I delusionally think that, and that's how I fall asleep at night. But don't tell me what jokes to do or be clean or suck my dick. Don't fucking book me in. I don't know. I don't want to waste my time with people I don't want to be around.
I think now you have to forward him this link because it sounds like you have a message to say.
I'm going to just cut this part out and send it to him directly. Yeah.
Do it. I'll back you up.
I'll put the B-52 song over it. We'll record it. We can actually get the Rape Shack, baby.
I want to do it.
Listen, I'm just a listener right here, and if you want to book me,
this is where Anthony separates himself from the Jason and Mike duo or the Mike and Jason duo, whichever direction you want to do it. And
when I do these things,
I'm not one of these guys. I'm not like them. They can do what they want to do. That's good for them.
Don't worry. I'll write Anthony some jokes and you can have them out. I'm still there, baby. No, but and Joey and Lawrence did great. Obviously, he don't want Lawrence back because whatever, he might again. I don't know. I don't mean to say like that. Lawrence did great. It was like first club headlining weekend, but he loved Joey. And I even gave Joey his email. I was like, email him, dude. Go out there and get some work. And he's like, oh, I need to do that. I just keep forgetting. I just want to see what he says about us. I'm like, go, Joey, go.
Yeah.
He'll pay you. But
maybe Joe has actually wrote to him and he doesn't write back. He doesn't want to admit
maybe
it.
the guy just wants nothing to do with me as a situation at all.
Fuck all of you guys from that circle. Yeah.
We're getting close to an hour, so let's move on and do some true crime.
Time for crime stories, bitch.
I already have that as a soundbite, but I'm going to make you sound worse.
Time for crime stories, bitch. Bitch.
Bring your breakfast crime.
All right, so here we go. So alligators and alcohol, what can go wrong? Nothing. I showed you this guy's picture the other day on The Boys. He looks like Billy Butcher's son.
Yeah.
Billy Butcher's son.
Alligators and alcohol sounds like those two guys' name. Gator and alcohol.
Alligators and alcohol. That sounds like that can actually be like a band name.
So I'm guessing this is Florida.
Let's borrow my roommate's guitar.
What makes you think that? In October, two men in Florida made headlines. It's Florida. When they were arrested for trapping an alligator and encouraging it to bite one of their arms while feeding it beer at the same time.
Say that again. I was trying to swallow soda and I'm really high right now.
So in Florida, 2 men ended up making headlines when they were arrested for trapping an alligator and encouraging it to bite one of their arms while force feeding it beer.
And how much meth were they on?
I mean, you lived in Florida, you know.
So enough to not feel that arm come off.
So, according to Newsweek, is our source here, 27-year-old Timothy Kepke and 22-year-old Noah Osborne were charged with 1 count of unlawfully taking an alligator. That's a charge in Florida.
That's the charge, is taking an alligator?
Yeah.
Why'd they say it like it's a pair of sunglasses? Probably because that's better than how they skim it. Like, he down there, take that gator.
What if they stole the alligator from, like, not necessarily, like, behind their house from the trees, but what if they, like, stole it from, like, a place?
Like an alligator farm,
like zoo.
I don't know. That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe that's what they did, and that's why they thought they could stick their arm in it. No, it's a trained alligator, dude. Stick your arm in there.
I saw him do it at the show last week.
Come on, man. We can't call you Gator till you fist this gator's mouth.
I really want to be called Gator, though, man. Can I just be called Gator?
No, fist that alligator's mouth, Gator.
You got to earn it. You like that?
It felt good, didn't it? Now go do it. Fist an alligator's mouth.
Might have found our episode's name. Fist an alligator.
I really like Welcome to the Rape Shack, baby.
Yeah, that's pretty good too.
I don't think
iTunes will put that up.
No, they'll put it up, or I'll go down there and take them to the Rape Shack. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. I'm kidding.
Rape Shack.
That's not a threat. It's a promise.
It's a guarantee. Comes with a warranty.
It does come with a warranty. Yeah, I'll come clean that shit up again if it was a problem the first time. Yeah. All right. So the report added that Osborne caught the animal and the men's antics ensued on the side of the road in Palm City around 10 p.m. Side of the road?
They say that again. They found them. What happened? I'm really high. I keep dazing out.
Okay. Well, everybody that's listening, I hope. So they found the alligator. They're on the side of the road, and this is when they started doing this shit. They were trying to get the alligator to bite one of their arms, and they were trying to forcefully give it beer so it would get drunk and laugh at it. And these guys sound pretty fucked up. You saw their pictures. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
All right. So once again, the culprits incriminated themselves by not only recording their actions, but they also posted them to social media. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission caught wind of the bizarre act and started investigating. The footage shows Kepke holding the alligator while still urging it to bite his forearm, and then he aggressively pours beer into its mouth, only to make the reptile more aggressive.
Well, yeah, you're getting it drunk.
Well, yeah, and you're forcefully putting shit in it that it doesn't want, probably.
Yeah, just like on my 30th birthday when you forced me to drink a Four Horsemen, a liquid cocaine, and whatever. I don't
you
remember.
You tried to bite my arm that time,
yeah,
too.
I'll do it again. When you forcefully get drunk, that's the worst.
When authorities finally confronted Kepke on September 17th, which was recently, he admitted to what he'd done, and he claimed that he wasn't drunk, but he did have a couple of beers, and they just thought it'd be funny to feed the animals some alcohol because he saw it done on television.
That, on Jackass, they put a message up that says, "Hey, don't do this."
It's something like that I'm sure he's referring to.
Yeah, he probably saw, was it the Party Boy? Didn't he have what was that show? His spinoff was the Wild Animal Show, him and...
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember what it was called.
Wild Boys?
Wild Boys.
Yeah, Wild Boys.
Yeah, and I bet you there's been something somewhere where people have poured beer in fucking alligators' mouths.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
It's called Florida. Right there.
That's the place to go.
Welcome to Epcot, bitch.
Instead of running of the bulls, they got getting the alligators
fisting
drunk
of the gators.
There we go. Fisting the gators.
It's funny that you bring your children to this magical place that has such a beautiful thing and such a great tone with a great experience, and you're going to cherish it forever. And all this fucked up shit is happening right outside that kingdom, and some of it's happening inside too. I've been there. I know. Yeah, it is.
It definitely leaks in, yeah. Every time you hear that, an angel dies from heroin.
So the crime in this is that they did that. It's animal cruelty. It's the stealing the gator, doing whatever they did. $5,000, $2,500 bond is what will get them out of jail. So
they're in there for life.
Last we checked, they're still in. And if anybody wants to help them out, it's Palm City, Florida.
How much time do they get? Don't help these fucking idiots. If they said, if they said they were just buzzed, I had a couple beers, but I wasn't drunk, and you tried to fist an alligator's mouth, what are you going to do when you get out and get drunk, you fucking idiot?
They stated somewhere else that it's one of the few things in Florida that is not considered a felony, but it's a pretty serious misdemeanor.
It's not like he gave it meth. He just fed it beer. Hey, what if how old was that alligator? That could have been contributing alcohol to a minor.
Yeah, you never know.
I mean, they're dinosaurs, though.
They are, alligator years, all that shit. Yeah, okay. Hey, there's one other little funny story. If I could just throw something in here.
You better hurry.
You remember that guy? Now watch me whip. Now watch me nay nay.
I don't remember the guy. I remember that stupid shit. Yeah.
Cilento. You remember that Cilento? Do you know the dance? I feel like Anthony knows the dance.
If you know the dance, you have to do it. And if you don't know the dance, you have to do it.
It's like what was it? So watch me whip.
There we go.
And then watch me nay nay.
There you go. That's it.
That's
I
all
feel
it?
like you should
Whip,
stand up.
nay-nay.
We should get this. All right, so this guy, rapper, Cilento, he's best known for that Whip and Nene song. He was caught recently, actually just this last Friday. He was driving 143 miles an hour on Interstate 85 in Georgia.
He sounds like he was whipping Nene.
That's what he was fucking sure doing. He's his real name is Ricky Lamar Hawk.
Oh, dude, his name is Hawk.
Why didn't he go by Ricky
Why
Hawk?
did you go by Rick Hawk?
Rick.
Dude, Ricky Hawk is so awesome. Ricky Hawk sounds fast as fuck. How about you said 143 miles an hour?
143 miles an hour.
What was he driving?
Well, maybe they'll tell us here. Huh? He was charged with reckless driving, speeding, and failure to maintain lane and improper stopping after the DeKalb County Police pulled him over at 3 a.m. Here's what it is. The musician was in his white BMW M5.
You ain't even got the M8 yet? Come on, man.
He was swerving through traffic, and he ended up stopping eventually. Associated Press reports that Hawk initially argued. I love that. See, why would you go by that?
I want to be Hawk now. Call me Hawk.
Hawk was initially arguing with the arresting officer about how fast he was going, and he kept changing his story about where he came, what he's doing, blah, 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 all that stuff. Eventually, he admitted that he was, in fact, speeding, but he said that he is often able to do that, and he's able to just go ahead and get out of these events because of his fame. He reportedly was at a club prior to his arrest, working on some other song that, who knows, might be good, might be bad.
I'm guessing bad.
Yeah, I mean...
He was running away from it, Jason. He was literally speeding as fast as he could to get away from the song.
What's his name again? Stiletto?
Cilento? Stilettos, pumps.
You can't dance in that shit, bitch.
So the arrest for speeding comes roughly 1 month after he was charged with threatening two strangers with a hatchet. This guy's got a lot going on. He's got some legs.
I think the real crime is putting out whipping Nene first.
I mean, this is where he made all that money to whip and Nene from. You know, so
you can't just walk around and get a hatchet.
They allege that he walked into an unlocked stranger's home in Valley Village in the area of Los Angeles and swung a hatchet at two people inside before one of them disarmed him. So he got his ass kicked.
Oh, I was about to say he's a zombie now.
Prior to that, he ended up having a domestic dispute with his spouse or cohabitant or whatever the situation was in Santa Ana on August 28th. Here's the thing that ended up closing out with him is this guy said, this is what he said, and I quote, he said, I should be able to speed and get away with it because I'm more famous than other people.
Makes sense. That's why I want to be famous. Dude, I want to fucking sign an autograph for a cop and be like, have a nice day, kid.
Wait a minute, are you Mikey B?
Yeah.
Oh, man, shit, I saw all your shit. You think you're getting out of it. They're like, that's great. You're like, all right, well, I need to get to a show. And they're like, all right, well, let me see your ID real quick.
Rape! Rape! I'm being raped! I pull out my phone and start filming, punching myself. He's hurting me! I'm bleeding everywhere! Yeah. That was fun, man. I'm glad to be back. Hopefully this sounds good.
Yeah.
You got any social media? Anything else you want to say to people?
I changed my Instagram handle, so it's now Anthony Walton Comedy. I'm pretty sure.
That's
Anthony Walton Comedy, I'm pretty sure. On Instagram. Yeah.
And
I want to change mine to I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
And then it's still Lone Star Kid 19 on Twitter. Anthony Walton Comedian or Comedy is too long, and I don't know what to change it, so.
Dude, you need to be you need to do something like combine the Asian and Mexican thing together. It's your gimmick, kid. We're gonna get you out down the road. We'll get you out there opening Panda Expresses. Everything.
You could be like a Majan or a Mexican.
So,
An Mexican.
Used to call myself Wexican,
Mexinese.
being half white and Mexican. Oh, Wexy.
Nah, you gotta lie. We could sell you as an Asian. We can't sell you as yourself.
We're
We're gonna work on an Asian act for you. You're gonna take Punk's spot.
We're gonna have you wearing fucking Dickies and fucking dope mans before you even know it.
I mean, your nickname is Chino, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. But Chino sounds like what you look like.
Chino's a dope ass nickname, to be honest with you. I like that nickname. Like your family and stuff calls you that?
Yeah, like
He's
close
asked them
friends
to.
and stuff. No,
He's like, hey, man, will you start calling me Chino?
started with,
Dos mío.
playing soccer with my cousins, as every Mexican does. And
Now,
out of nowhere,
is this a nickname as like you're playing soccer and you run up and kick the ball and you're like, call me Chino, and then you run off?
No, I never told anyone. My cousin was like, "Yeah, Chino is full." And like, at first, I'd tell people, like the other white people would be like, "Oh, you know Chino Moreno, Deftones."
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you can't look like him, whatever. But it's just because the eyes are a little slanted on my end. And then when I got to high
It's
school,
okay
it's
for him
like,
to say that he's Asian.
Yes.
when I got to high school, I was like, it's because I smoke weed, man. Yeah.
That's the real reason. Otherwise, his eyes would be really wide open if he was sober. Yeah.
But it's just, I looked Asian, and my cousin started calling me that. And then all the other Mexicans.
Which doesn't even sound Asian. It sounds more Mexican, but I feel like it combines
Chino.
maybe because of the CHIN. And then O, like people, you know, like when white people try to say something in a Spanish word, they just add O to the end of it.
Do the phono with the
El
dial O out the door.
yeah.
O.
Yeah, my dad does it all
Do
the
you
time.
have an El Chero for me to El Cito?
We gotta eat O.
Yeah. Judge Ito. No, I'm just kidding.
Nice. See how we work that in?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I just need a way.
uh,
I just crammed that in there too.
my teachers were starting to call me that, and then like my mom and stuff, and then it's like I guess I'm Chino now. So it's been that for years until I started comedy. I was like, I'm just gonna go by my real name. And
What if a nickname ever went bad for somebody? Like everybody starts calling you like by this nickname, and you're like, and then when you finally accept it, and you like say, "Hey, yeah, that's like my nickname. Like my name is. I'm gonna use Chino as an example." They're just like, "Yeah, no, call me Chino." And then like the people who gave you that name are just like, we were just fucking around with that name. You're calling yourself that and shit."
That's fucked up.
no,
What do you want me to do? I just want to be cool.
I just want to fucking have someone call me something.
Yeah.
I used to be like upset by it, like because I'd be like, Chino japonés como caca no me des, which is like Chinese, Japanese, eat poop, but don't give me any.
I heard there was poop and don't do nothing. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't speak Oriental, sir.
So like it always upset me. They used to call me Baldy too, because my dad's like partially bald, and like I used to just get buzz cuts forever, and
You're gonna look like your dad, fucker.
like pelon, and like Chino.
Is your dad El Chino?
No, he's white, man. He's like
So he's like Sam.
Dale Walton.
He's like Samuel. Yeah. Oh, Dale.
Yeah,
Hey,
Dale
Dale.
Lee Walton.
All right.
Anyways,
Yeah, we gotta wrap this up. We're basically out of time, but
I'm hungry.
did you say? Okay, calm down. Did you say you said your social media stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I never listen when you talk.
Well
so-
enough.
No, I'm just kidding.
He did well enough. Yeah.
But my name is Hawk, and you can find me. You can check out our social media. Instagram, it's at the Open Mic Podcast. Mike, obviously spelled like my name, Mike. What's the Twitter handle, Jason?
Open Mic 5000.
Open Mic 5000. Also, if you're on Apple Podcasts, go ahead and give us that 5-star review. And
We've earned it.
Yeah, just
at this point.
You can say we're bad, say whatever you want, but give us 5 stars when you do it. Help us get that internet check. You know, I want to be a cash me outside girl.
Listen to an old episode and then listen to this one, and then only give us a 5 because it sounds 5.
Listen
better.
to my first episode.
It sounds so much better.
Okay.
Hey, I'm Batman. We can do anything. I can say anything. Titties. I can say whatever. I don't live with my parents. So I can
Dinglings.
whatever.
Yeah.
Do you have to like watch your language there?
No, but I've been cussing forever. Like the only thing was like smoking weed, but my dad smokes cigarettes in the apartment, so I'm just like,
It's a blanket.
yeah,
Kinda blends
I'm
in.
still smoking.
Yeah.
But sometimes my mom will still like go in the closet, and then she'll come back and be like, "Hey, here's air freshener just in case." And then like, just
Oh, mom's on your team. Mom's on Team Weed. Okay.
yeah, she doesn't smoke, but she's always
She's
like,
betting on the young horse.
she's known since I was like a teenager, where she's just like,
I need you to pay the mortgage when Daddy dies.
I'll give you rights to work.
my mom doesn't drive.
But
That's fine.
also, I did a podcast last weekend. Friends of mine out in Oklahoma City, you guys should check it out. It's called the Igloo Radio. Igloo Radio? I don't know. Yeah, Igloo Radio.
I wasn't
you
there.
weren't there. I looked at you like you were the. What was it called, Jason?
Yeah.
Igloo Radio. Check it out. I don't know where they. I hope they have their podcasts everywhere. But
Eagle Radio, Oklahoma.
yeah, you guys hit us up. What's up? No, I'm just kidding. See you later. Bye.
See ya.